So, Coach, my first question for you today is just talk to me a little bit about the off season. What was that like for you, and how has it been preparing for this spring season?
Our fall season, we actually had a very productive fall season. Even though there was protocols we had to follow, doing the small group work actually got more in depth with the girls. We were allowed to get a lot more accomplished. We were able to move to phase 2 for 2 to 3 weeks at the end of our fall season. So we got a lot of team practice in. I think it was good because it taught us how to comply with what we have to change now, due to the situation. So, with the using, sanitizing and cleaning the equipment and everything else like that, the girls were all in for it. I feel like we're very transparent. They are very resilient. They have, done a really good job of just going with the flow when things, come up. And so because of that, because we have such a good group, we were able to have a very, very functioning fall season. I feel like we almost got more done than we normally do in a traditional fall season.
Oh, wow, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. And right in the middle of fall season was signing day, and you had a fantastic recruiting class. Can you talk a little bit about the newest Vikings?
We have 4 new Vikings coming in, and they're actually all local. We've got Melissa, which we call her Chubbas. She's a pitcher and a power hitter, and she's going to come in and I think, make a good impact for the program. We also have Brooke, who is power at the plate. She's an outfielder. She's actually played at multiple positions, but we're looking at her as an outfielder, and she too has power at the plate. We also have Sophia, who is a shortstop. She's coming in from Hoover, and she's got great footwork. She's got great speed and depth on the field. And so we're really looking for that to add to our infield. And then Maggie, I grew up with her parents, so I've known her whole life, basically. She is a utility player. This kid is a spitfire. You put her at any position, she's going to play her rear end off. So we're really excited about that. I think it's super cool, the connection both me and Coach Rice have with the location, the area of the 4 recruits that we have coming in, being that we were all grew up and played in the same general areas. So it's pretty neat.
That's awesome. That's great to hear, Coach. That's really cool. So then we talked about the off season, the fall season, the recruiting class, and now let's talk a little bit about the 2021 season. What can we expect from our softball team this year?
We are kind of changing things up a little bit. We're going to really focus on what our team culture is, and that's, I think a lot of the season is going to be successful if we're mentally strong. So we are going to start focusing a little bit more on our mental state, as well as our physical state. But with the girls' work ethic that we have right now, I'm very confident. We're deep in pitching. We've got 5 solid pitchers that, can pitch any game. And, so that is a huge bonus for us to be deep with pitching, as well as we have depth in the infield and in the outfield. So, I feel very confident that our team's going to be able to come in and, start off strong from the get-go. And I think mentally, if we're ready for that, then we will.
And then finally, Coach, my last question for you. Do you mind just walking us through the Horizon League season? I know there's a few different changes this year to that schedule. So can you just kind of explain the schedule breakdown?
We are doing 9 straight weekends, and then 2 midweek games. So we are not playing every team the same amount of times. We will play Fridays, Saturdays, and they will be double headers. So if Youngstown were to come to us on Friday, Saturday, they'd be double headers both days. And then we have 2 other teams. I believe it's Robert Morris and Youngstown. We will just play a single double header on a Tuesday. And those are during 2 different weeks. So we will play each team 4 times in a doubleheader. So, for us having the depth in pitching, we're fortunate for that because, playing in one team 4 times in a row back to back, that's a lot of games all at once.
Awesome, Coach. Anything else that you would like to say before we leave?
I'm looking forward to getting on the road with these girls and getting things going for sure. I miss them. I haven't seen them and I miss them. I miss campus. I miss being up there with all my other staff and faculty. And so really getting excited about this upcoming week.
That's awesome, Coach. Well, thank you so much for taking some time to chat. Looking forward to a successful softball season.
Thank you.